welcome. Got a new setup here. I'm working in my comfy chair. I got a little whatchamacallit. It's like those desks from elementary school where there's a little table part on top of the little plastic chair. I've got like an adult version of that with my IKEA chair and my little, I don't know, wooden plank. Anyway, so past couple days in Heavypaint has been just working on Hotkeys Editor. So let me quickly show that. You press H to bring up the hotkeys, and here they are. You can just click on something. Let's say we want to change open to be like Shift O. Okay, so there. Now it's Shift O to open, and it brings up this little return icon when you change the hotkey. So you can just return it back to the default at any point. Today I got conflicts working, so if let's say we want to change pan to be Command E, so I'm going to hit Command E, and now it tells us, okay, there's a conflict there, we got to fix it. It basically takes out the hotkey for the conflict. We can go down here and say Command E, Command E, Command E, and start making conflicts. And we can return. Ooh, I need to fix that. Yeah, it needs to turn back to not red. Here, let's do that on the stream. So this is the new code for the hotkey editor. Go down here and look for it. Reset. Modulate. So this A.modulate right here, this is the red color. So that's 3 is red, 1.2 is green, 1.2 is blue. So basically when we reset, I think we should change the color back to white. So let me look for where the reset is. So this is the reset. Reset pressed. This is why prints are nice when you're coding stuff, because you can. I kind of use prints instead of comments, because prints are actually useful for debugging, whereas comments aren't, and they're just as readable as comments. So I generally don't put comments anywhere unless I'm just like saving something for later. I just use prints in that capacity. So let's see. I don't know if you guys can see this properly. Is the resolution okay on the screen? I hope it's not too fuzzy. I'll make it a little bit bigger so you can read. So here, when we reset, we want the action button to modulate back to color.white. Modulate is just like, I don't know, color multiply, I guess. So the color will be multiplied by white, which is like multiplying by 1. So it should reset it back to do nothing. So let's see here. Let me try that again. I'll go here and go Control E or Command E, Command E, Command E, Command E. And when we reset, there we go. It resets it. Now the only issue with the reset is if it resets and it resets into a conflict, then that might be an issue. So whatever. That's pretty off chance that'll happen. So I think this is just a good general, first stab at it, and it feels good, I think. So we can do, big combinations, Command Shift N or Command Alt Shift N. I don't know if we can do Control, can we? Oh yeah, we can do big strings. It's starting to go off the page now, but let's see if that works. Yes, okay. And then there's some new hotkeys in here too. Oh, that tool 0 shouldn't be there. That snuck in. But one is mix. So now when we're think somebody requested this in the Discord, which if you guys aren't part of the Discord, there's a link to that in the description. But yeah, holding Command hotkey will switch to mix temporarily, and then when you let go, it switches back to the tool that you were on before, which in this case is just regular fill. So if I hold Command, I'm on mix, and then let go, I'm back on fill. Same goes for smudge. If I hold down Alt, we're in smudge, and then let go, and we're back to our previous tool, our previous colored tool, I guess. And then what else do we have? Yeah, let's say we want Alt space, eyedropper on Alt. That's fine. Now we got eyedropper on Alt. Anyway, it's kind of a little thing, little side project this week. A lot of people have requested Hotkeys Editor, so I figure it's time to do it. I'm gonna reset everything here. I kinda wanna paint this bald dude. Yeah. Aside from this, there's been a lot of changes in the stroke performance department and autosave department, so this performance in general should be better, hopefully. And then also pressure has been changed recently in the last version, so it should feel a little bit more, it should feel better in general. There's a couple changes to pressure, but basically the maximum amount of pressure has been reduced, so you don't have to press super hard to get max pressure anymore. It's sort of squished the range of pressures down to like maybe half of what they used to be, which I think feels better. It feels more, I don't know, you don't have to have a caveman grip to get full pressure anymore. You can just lightly or medium strength do it.
But you must be missing your boss.
This is nice.
Polyester flares, Nehru jackets with turtlenecks and shit. They are bottoms, afros bring plenty of hoes. And don't forget your fresh gators. You must have thought that I wasn't coming back.
The other hotkey that just recently added was numbers. So you can press the number keys to get your different tools on the top, and it just corresponds, like number 1 is this first one, number 2 is the second one, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then shift 1 is for 11, shift 2 is for 12, shift 3, shift 4, blah blah blah. And then tilde, which is the key right to the left of 1, gives you this button, the tools inventory. And then shift tilde is the tool settings. I want to work on maybe double tapping the number will give you tool settings also, but that'll be for later, I guess. Never tried to draw on a chair like this. It's kind of weird because it's a little bit cramped, but I'll try. Pretty comfortable though. I kind of want to do like a better version of this chair. So I think it could be really comfortable, like more comfortable than a regular work desk. I'm always trying to find like the perfect, ergonomically perfect workstation, which is kind of lame, but that's what I do. I'm a tool nerd, so.
Come back, wearing the halo. My mink dragged to the floor, faces turned to rainbows. I roll in the gray space coast with Charlie's Angels. With red wings, I'm back in the D. John Stamos, that's a full house. Dropping my cards on wood tables. With Cardi's on my face, I'm the great. Detroit players get chummy and walk with dirty money at dark. We sharks, we bend blocks. Pretty Tony alligator stasis is custom made. Skins on my skins, they sellin' fade. They rarely saw the light of day. They threw a parade when I came through. Mr. 313, Trey Duke. Conant, I stayed true. I lay loops, gave him a blueprint.
Wow, this ear is like directly in the center.
With the red goose, we true school. I broke through and paid dues. I can't lose. The champ with the belt won't let loose. Nah, I got proof. Best believe I'm the guy. Just look up in the skies. The return of the fly.
Can you guys hear any music, by the way? I just had to set up this weird workaround for Mac because I guess you can't just output music to streaming automatically. You have to like use this whole other program to do it on Mac. So I just set that up right now. I'm not sure if it's actually working. Okay. Before I get too crazy into this drawing, I should probably start laying stuff out. Hi Beck. I like your paintings, Beck. I've been watching. Really cool stuff. You want to ask if I worked with Mielgo and Witness or any of the projects? Yeah, I did. I did work with him for a long time. I've worked with him since 2012. We were working on the Tron Uprising, which was a animated TV show. But yeah, I worked on Witness, and I worked with him on Spider-Verse, and also the Watch Dogs trailer. And I will say that, yeah, like definitely his painting style has influenced me a lot. And yeah, I like to work with sort of hard colors and don't like to use opacity. I like to just put down the color and try to make things, you know, flat, graphic, simplified. So yeah, all these things have sort of crept into my work, and I think that kind of taste also shows up in the program too, in a way, because just the priority of things, the way things are laid out, is very nice for this style of work. It's very some people think it's very unforgiving, but I think it's good if you're trying to learn how to paint, because you just pick colors and put them down, and you don't really have too much time to mush the colors around or like second guess yourself. You just have to commit to a color, which I think is very valuable, and that's something that can be missing in digital art sometimes, because you know, we have all of our tools like undo and everything, so it's harder to commit in digital than it is in with just regular paint. Yeah. But yeah, I love Alberto's style. He is kind of an art genius, I think. And I'm glad that you could feel that influence in there, even though it's just a program. You can still feel, you know, different theories and different ways of thinking are showing through, which I think is cool. Let's see, he's pretty orange, right? He's extremely orange. And then there's some light bouncing up in his, I don't know what, yeah, in his neck. The turkey area of the neck is what I call it.
What is the magic that makes one's eyes sparkle and gleam, light up the skies? The name of the game is Lightworks.
I should have put this on a different layer. Oops. Oh well. Gotta commit.
How do you show those teasing lips so they dazzle and shine? His heart does flips. The name of the game is Lightworks. How do you blush so shyly and make it linger yet boldly polish?
Oh man, thank you, Beck. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, I think, well, another thing is one of the reasons why it's maybe kind of difficult to pick up is because painting programs that we know are like, there is sort of an established generic way that painting programs are expected to behave nowadays. There's lots of painting programs and a lot of them follow the same conventions because that's what we expect as artists. We've been trained on these tools for like years and years and years. So when something is a little bit different, it's very jarring, I think. But that isn't to say that, everything that is standard right now is perfect, right? Like, I think there is room for improvement in the way that the design of stuff in terms of UI, which is the whole reason why I started doing this project, is because I think there's some low-hanging fruit for like improving painting digitally. So it is painful in the beginning, but I'm hoping in the long run it'll be worth it to learn. Shiny guy. But yeah, this hotkeys version. If you guys have any suggestions for things that you feel like should be hotkeys, let me know. I'll try to sneak them in before the update. One thing I'm still trying to figure out is how to do, to fit gestures and like double taps and hold taps and stuff like that into this system. Because right now everything is just keys. There's no like mouse or touch type events for the hotkeys. So gotta figure that out next. But maybe that'll be for the next version. There was also a little bit of issues with whatchamacallit, old versions or backwards compatibility, so I want to get this version out sooner than later to fix that stuff. Man, I screwed this up. This looks horrible. I think this is really messed up. Hello, White Tiger. I gotta figure out proportionally this feels wrong. Maybe I'll try liquify. That's a little bit. You know what? Now that I'm testing, I feel like this hotkey of the this one is bad because every time I do Control Z, it triggers this tool, which screws up some other stuff. So I'm gonna change this probably. And maybe mix should be, well, we have move on M, so it's gonna make a curve. Or sorry, zoom is on M.
One night to be confused, one night to speed up truth. We had a promise made for accent and away.
Can you advise how to find a job, which companies to apply for an internship? I mean, you just apply to every company that you like, basically. You can apply. But I would say that for myself personally, my best luck in terms of being hired has always been through the internet, like just from people that either know about my work or I talk, you have people on the internet that you follow on Instagram or ArtStation or wherever. You talk to them, maybe you write comments, you guys know each other's work, and maybe if they know of some job that they're looking for someone, then they might recommend you. So that's always been how I've gotten work, is just through recommendations from either strangers on the internet or from people that I worked with before. And I will say that I've only gotten, well, yeah, it's really tough to get an internship sometimes just by applying. You kind of just have to do as many as you can, apply to as many as you can. But if you have a choice between working on your own project versus applying somewhere, I think working is maybe worth more. And also, oh yeah, another hack for internships and just jobs in general is, I think when the boss or whoever's looking at portfolios, they're gonna see tons and tons of the same thing over and over and over again. So if you can maybe do a project that you're really passionate about, that's nothing to do with anything else, like it's just exactly, it's your passion in a project that you might not think is very marketable or not very tailored to that company even, that might actually catch their eye. Because let's say if they're Blizzard or whoever, they're just going to see the same Blizzard style stuff over and over and over again a billion times. Like when I got an internship at Honda, I think my boss told me what caught his eye was not any car projects that I did in school. It was a boat project. So something completely out of the box that was kind of neat, and it surprised them maybe, so it was something that you're passionate about, maybe that's surprising or fresh, and you're just doing it for the fun of it, sort of a project. Those are the ones that always got me either a job or whatever. Like school assignments usually didn't get me jobs, or I don't know what I'm saying. I guess what I'm saying is that doing the applications through the company website is probably the lowest chance that you're gonna find a job, and the highest chance is probably from somebody on the internet knowing your work and recommending you to their boss because they work at the show, So spend more time just putting your work out there, working and just doing cool stuff, and spend less time applying on the company website, because that's like the worst chance of getting a job is through that avenue. In my experience, I don't know. Do anybody Does anybody here have some advice on this subject? Because, I mean, everybody's probably got a different method they use. So I don't want to say that my way is the best way. But, you know, I know your work. Like, I've seen your work on Instagram and stuff, and I saw some of your streaming stuff too, so that's already a really good start. Just keep doing that stuff, and keep working on stuff, and somebody will find a job, or somebody will think of you when they're looking to fill a spot. I feel like I'm channeling Devin Corwin right now. This painting. It's got that, like, flatness. I don't know if this is the best posture for drawing. I feel like I'm gonna get a cramp or something. It's hard to find your own passion because I can drawing only one style after time. I think if you like to draw in one style, that's fine. That's cool too. You just have to, as long as you really are passionate about it, I think that will show. Because a lot of people just do whatever and they don't really care. Hey Allison, yeah, the Hotkeys editor, you press H and then here it is. You can change hotkeys. Why does this keep dying? And you can, reset back to defaults here. It's all fancy. So yeah, that's the hotkey editor. It'll be in the next update. Oh yeah, and then also if you press the number keys, you'll get all the different tools up here, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And tilde will give you that. Shift tilde. Yeah, Beck, CG, you should post your Instagram or your portfolio here, just in case anyone is looking for an artist, and just post your work everywhere. Like, doesn't matter where, just put it. You never know. Somebody might be looking for someone just like you. You just have to be prepared with the right kind of work, and you have to be a little bit lucky that the timing lines up, and then that's it. I'm not sure exactly how to handle this, the hair. I'm thinking maybe it would be like something like this. That looks weird though. But then cutting it out with a mask. So we can say that the mask is this layer, and then just draw some sort of a ugly mask like that, and then clip the top one down, make this one invisible. I don't know. Doesn't look very good. Ooh. Oh no. Oh, Allison, it's not in the update right now yet. This is just it'll probably be around tomorrow or tonight. I'm still working on it. Can people post ArtStation links in the chat? I'm not sure. You can try. I don't know if it works. YouTube might have some sort of like auto link blocking or something like that. I'm not sure. Okay, the ear has this really cool orangey part right up here. Yeah. Right there. Up on the top. Also on the bottom, right? A little bit. Not as strong as the top one, but a little bit. I feel the same thing here too. I'll try that. A little bit red. Right there. Back of the neck. And I also feel it a little bit right there, where the light's bouncing off the ear onto the side of the head. I think there's a little bit more blue up here too on this area in the back. I don't know if it's because of the sky or because of the hair making it look more bluish or grayish in the back. But I think it does feel like, or almost purpley back there. Okay, I think I made the ear too wide. Right? Yeah, definitely too wide. Try to push it in. Sorry. Everything up here in the nose is kind of like blindingly bright, so it should be close to white, I think, in general. And then same thing under the nose, I think it's got that orange thing going on. Anytime there's like light bouncing from underneath, that always feels really nice, I feel like. Really warm and that global illumination. You 3D people might know what I'm talking about. Can the app be written as a web app? Yeah, I actually do have a web version of it, but the performance is not great, so I never released it. Yeah, unfortunately, like HTML5 web stuff, in terms of graphics, it's not so great. It'll slow down pretty quickly, and also input is a little bit laggy on web, so. That would be nice though. I wish I could just do it for web and be done with it. Steam, I don't know. I don't think I don't know about that. I looked into it and it's a lot of work. Like you have to the engine that I'm using doesn't export to Steam, so you have to do like, I don't even know what you have to do. It's like a whole process to even be able to export it for Steam. So I don't know. I guess I should look into it though, because what other there's a lot of art programs on Steam now, right? I know Krita's on Steam. Is Clip Studio on Steam? Or I don't know. What programs are on Steam, guys? Are there any good art programs on Steam? Oh yeah, Blender. Right. Does the Steam Blender version have like auto updates? That would be pretty cool. Oh, this looks so weird. The cheek area is janky. I hope one day I'll figure out how to, like, the shorthand version of all these things. do remember, like, well, I think what I need to do is copy more figure drawings, especially comic book artists, because when I was working on Spider-Verse, I had to do some designs based off of this comic book artist named Jesus Alonso. He was doing character designs for us, and they were all like super amazing. And he was drawing like a gazillion characters every day, so of course he's a master, and he has all his tricks and like little shortcuts for stuff. And just copying his drawings, I was starting to learn a lot, but then I just haven't done that since the job, because I don't know, like, I usually don't like copying other people's drawings, but I should do it more just to learn. But yeah, I think comic book artists have the best tricks, because they have to draw the same character so many times, and got everything down to science. You guys ever stop breathing when you're drawing? I feel like this always happens to me. If I'm really getting into the zone, sometimes I forget to take full breaths, and I feel kind of like stifled almost. Another thing, like, at least from my school days, is I feel like when I was super tired, super sleep deprived, and barely functional, is when I would have my little breakthroughs. Like when my brain was just turned off and I was just mechanically doing stuff, I would actually figure stuff out somehow. But I don't really do that much anymore. Which is probably why I'm still stuck doing the same stuff over and over. Hello, Shafin. Oh yeah, anime, definitely. Stop breathing when playing music. Whoa. Well, I guess you mean like playing a trumpet or something? Dr. K from Gamer GG. Why do we get sudden inspirations at the end of the day? Huh. Is that a YouTube channel? I'll check that out later. David Lynch says living a routine life allows us to be more creative because we just go through all the motions without much thought, hence reserving the thinking for great. Yeah, I think so. Because, yeah, it's like, especially if you're anxious or whatever and you're just thinking and worrying about everything all day, then, you know, sometimes it's nice for your brain to just shut up a little bit. You can think clearly. Or not think. I guess you're not thinking clearly if you're sleepy, but at least you're not thinking about a million things at once. You know, think about one thing at a time. Okay, I'm relatively happy with this, I guess. I feel like I like this as a looser painting. I don't want to go too crazy with it, which is what I say for every painting, basically. Maybe the nose still feels wonky. The eye, let's get a little bit of shadow. Oh, these the lines. Oh no. Shit. Okay, we didn't lose too much. I lost my wrinkles. That's interesting. What was that crash all about? Let me try saving this. Here, I'll save this just in case. Bald suit. Side. Ugh. So that was a flip. Oh, okay. Invalid get index origin on base nil. Parent start transform. Get parent, get parent, get parent, get parent. Start transform equals null. So somewhere it's missing start transform. This is where start transform gets set for move and scale, but not for flip. Where's flip? Where's flip? Flip. This is flip. Let's track this down. Canvas, flip. Here's flip. Blah 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 for layer, blah 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 and layers, blah blah blah. I could try to just put the start transform right here. I guess. Let's see if that works. I don't know if this will do it. God damn it. No, it's missing the origin. It's weird because it flips, and then when I release, that's when it gives the bug, right? Let me try that again. Because when I press, it works, but then releasing it crashes. Let's see. So if we hold down Shift F, yeah, holding down. So this should be only on release, I think. So this is the new hotkey system here. It has all these different situations that you can run. These are the different hotkeys that you run into, or different actions. And this is like all the different stuff that happens when you do a certain action. So all of these events are happening when the event is pressed. So that's like when we press down the key, it happens. Which in this case, I think I'm gonna move this flip to be on release. So no, not on pressed, on if not event pressed. This exclamation mark in front of the event pressed means the opposite of event pressed. So this is event released right here. So this should work, I hope. If we flip X on release, maybe. Let's see. Okay, Shift F. Fuck. What did I do? It was working yesterday. Well, thank you, Palahu. Yeah, I like the rooster too. That was a fun one. I was really trying to get a lot of energy in that one, and it sort of worked, I think. Oh, even regular flip is broken. Huh. Invalid get index origin. Well, I'll have to fix this later, but I should probably write this down. It's a little bit more involved than I thought. To go digging for treasure. Ugh. Too many undos. I'm undoing myself to death here. Another thing I do is I kind of like grit my teeth when I'm drawing, which is not good. I think I just get really tense when I'm drawing for some reason. I need to relax. I think it's because I don't practice enough and it doesn't really feel natural to me. Alright, I'm gonna try to get some sparkles going on this guy's head. Should be good enough, right? Oh, by the way, I saw today that if you guys aren't in the Discord, check it out. Craig Mullins just showed up today. I don't know if there's a real Craig Mullins, but I'm gonna say hi. Kind of random. You never know who's real on the internet these days. But thought that was cool. This nose. Hello, Vampirio. Welcome. Brenda, how do you make oil painting effect? Well, a lot of the tools sort of have that built in when you start. I'll just go on a new layer here. So for example, all the tools basically have some color built into them. So I'm going to turn up this texture saturation so you can really see it. Let's see how there's like color in the texture. So that's, I think, what makes it look like oil. And then when you add in the smudge tool, then it starts to look even more painterly, I guess. Look at that. Woo! Not quite feeling yourself today, are you? Maybe I can move the hair over. I think it's sort of in the wrong spot. But yeah, the Discord, people post work in there, but I think a lot of it also is just, I guess, devoted to the development of Heavypaint. So if you want to complain about something or feedback or suggestions, Discord is the place to do it. And I've been learning a lot just going in there and having discussions on whatever UI stuff with everybody, and it's pretty cool. I'm really glad that people are passionate about UI stuff, and they demand things, and I try to deliver. It's pretty fun. And there's paintings too. I feel like this guy's head should be like steamy or just glowing with power, with shininess, power, and yeah. I like that mark. Even though I like that it's a little bit messy up there. I think that's cool. I'm trying to pull that down. Yeah, okay. I like that. Nice and simple. I hope Devin Corwin is proud of me when he sees this. I don't know what it is, but I feel like this has some of his DNA in it. Some, like maybe it's because there's not as much fill tool, just more of the draw type stuff. I'm happy with this one. I think it's nice. I just gotta figure out how to deal with this extreme baldness at the back here. It's too crispy. It's softer. Ooh. Ugh. God damn it, my stupid tablet keeps dying. Okay. I think this is pretty much it. I gotta fix that flip bug and change the default for mix. And other than that, it's pretty good. Thank you, Shafin. Oh yeah, Brendan says, how do you get a nice and vibrant color? The trick is, I think the only real vibrant colors in here is the ear. Like this one right here, the bright red. So the trick is actually you have to look for those. Actively look for these kind of super intense colors and save those colors only for the spots that need them, you know, like the whole rest of the face doesn't really have this kind of intensity. And then same thing down here, it gets real intense right here. So just look out for those. Otherwise it's gonna look too flat, I guess. I don't know, that's my advice. And it's hard to see these at first. Like, I think you have to really be looking for them to find them. So just keep an eye out. It's there. They like to hide. They're sneaky. Ooh, this green lip. What did he eat? Okay. What do I call this one? Bald? Bald suit side, yes. Let's check the stats too. Yeah, a lot of pencil. That's, I feel like, what makes it Devin Corwin-y, because he doesn't like to use fill that much, I don't think. Alright. See you guys next time. Hope you have a good day. This update will be, I'll announce it on Discord whenever it's ready. But alright, I'll see ya. See you next time.